everybody, and welcome to Storytime Saturday with the Muskingum County Library System. My name is Jennifer from the Youth Services Department, and today we're going to tell a story about everybody's favorite animal that goes oink. That's right, pigs. Before we get started, let's go ahead and focus our fingers and get settled down with a little rhyme. This is a classic nursery rhyme that goes like this. Let me see all 5 of your fingers. This little pig went to market. Oink, oink. This little pig stayed home. Oink, oink. This little pig had roast beef. Oink, oink. This little pig had none. Oink, oink. And this little pig went wee, 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 all the way home. If you have a baby brother or sister at home, they love when you play this little piggy on their toes. Now, the story we're telling today is, of course, the 1, 2, 3 little pigs. And these 3 little pigs are not the smartest little pigs you've ever met. You're going to see why in this story. You might know this story actually, and I want you to help me tell it. We're going to pretend to be little pigs. Everybody help me out here. I want you to say, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin. And remember, we don't want to touch our faces right now, but you can put your finger kind of close to your chin. Say it with me. Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin. Oh, very good. All right, so let's get started. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs, and they lived with their mother, who had it with her messy little pig sons. Boy, they sure lived up to their names. They left their snack wrappers everywhere and their dirty socks everywhere. And she finally said one day, you have to move out. You're big pigs now. You need to go find your own houses. So that's what they did. They went out into the wide, wide world to find their own places to live. Now the first little pig came across a fellow who was selling a load of straw. Straw is kind of like hay. Sort of like hay, but it's hollow inside, like drinking straws. Can you hear the air going through? Yeah. So he thought, I'm going to build my house out of straws. Should be pretty easy. And that's what he did. He bought the straw from the man and he built a lovely golden house out of straw. I bet it smelled really good though, straw does. Only it doesn't make the best thing to build things from. No, probably not. Because, do you know what happened next? Well, one day he heard a knock on the door. And the little pig said, who's there? And a voice said,
it's me, the big bad wolf, and I'm hungry.
And the little pig said, well, I did just go grocery shopping, so maybe you can come in and have something to eat. But you know what wolves like to eat?
I like to eat pigs.
Hey, who's telling this story, me or you?
Oh, you are?
Well, then let me tell the story. Wolves like to eat pigs.
Yeah, yum, yum. Pork chops.
Hey now, we're telling the story.
Okay, but I'm really hungry.
Well, we'll have lunch after this, okay?
Okay.
All right, well, so that wolf, he knocked on the door and he said,
little pig, let me come in.
To which the little pig replied, help me out here, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin. And the wolf said,
then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in.
So that's what he did. He huffed, and he puffed,
Let's make him keep so puffy.
and he blew. He's gonna blow that house in. Do you think it's gonna happen? Do you think, well, we have a house made out of straws here. Let's see. Come on, Big Bad Wolf, are you gonna blow the house in?
Sure am, I want that pig.
All right, Big Bad Wolf. Blow the house in. Uh-oh, everybody help me out here. We're gonna huff and puff. And he blew the house in.
Yeah, it's time for some piggy. Yum, yum, yum.
But that little piggy was kind of fast, and he ran very fast away to go find his brother. Now his brother had come along across the same man, but he was a little bit smarter. And that man was selling this time a load of sticks. So here's his brother. And he thought to himself, maybe I can make a house out of sticks. Well, do you think sticks are any stronger than straws? Because they sure were very strong, were they? Flew right over. Well, now I know what you are thinking. You're thinking, I live in a house made out of logs. Well, logs are great big around, aren't they? And they're really strong. But sticks aren't very strong, are they? Especially not popsicle sticks. And I had to eat a lot of popsicles to make this house, you guys. So send more popsicles. I like cherry.
I like piggy.
Piggies don't make popsicles. Now get back in there. I'm telling this story. I told you that. All right. So that little pig built himself a nice house out of sticks. And it looked like this. Ooh, very rustic. And he and his brother, who had finally found where his brother's house was, he found himself. They lived in that house. They were happy there. It was pretty quiet until, of course, one day, heard a knock on the door. And they said, "Who is it?" And the little big bad wolf said,
Little pigs, let me come in. It's a BOGO, 2-4.
and the little pig said, "Help me out here. Not by the hair on our chinny chin chin." So the big bad wolf said,
Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in.
So that's what the wolf did. He huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the house in. Come on, house. Oh, there it goes. Come on, blow harder. Everybody blow with me. Oh, no. And I know you can't see it, but there's a big pile of sticks on the floor now. So maybe not so smart to build your house out of sticks.
No, popsicle sticks.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Wolf. Well, that little pig had run to both those little pigs ran to their brother's house. Now their brother had been a little bit smarter. He'd come across a man who was selling a load of bricks. Now what do we know about bricks? What do they feel like? Are they bendy like straws? Are they lightweight like sticks? No, bricks are pretty strong, aren't they? This house is made out of Duplo bricks. The building that I'm in right now is made out of bricks. Bricks are pretty strong. So that's what he decided to build his house from. And he had gone ahead and bought that nice load of bricks. There he is. And he built himself a beautiful house. And of course, that's where his brothers, who weren't so smart, ran to get away from the big bad wolf. So they were all hanging out, and they're making some dinner. And actually, he told his brothers, "Whew, you guys stink. You piggies, you're gonna have to take a bath." So what they did, they started to boil some water. And they heard a knock on the door. And it was
The big bad wolf!
and he said,
Little pigs, let me come in.
and those little pigs said, "Not by the hairs on our chinny chin chins." Help me out here. We really don't want him to come in, do we? All right, let's try it again. Not by the hairs on our chinny chin chins. So that big bad wolf said,
Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in.
so that's what he did. He huffed, and he puffed, and he blew with all his might.
Hey. It didn't work.
No, it didn't work, did it? Nope. He couldn't blow over the house made of bricks because it was really strong.
Yeah, but I'm getting really hungry now.
So he thought and he thought. And he looked up and he saw that the house made out of bricks had a nice, tall brick chimney where smoke comes out of the fireplace. So he climbed up onto the roof, just like this. And he started to climb down the chimney. Now, meanwhile, Big Bad Wolf, he didn't know that the pigs were boiling some water so they could all take a bath because they all stunk really bad. And it's smelly piggies. So he didn't realize that at the bottom of that chimney was a pot of boiling water. So you know what happened?
I remember. It hurt.
He climbed down that chimney and into the pot of boiling water he landed, and out he cried, jumped with a cry, "Ooh!" And he ran away, and they never saw him again. Ooh. And the three little pigs lived happily ever after in their nice brick house. So that just goes to show you, if you build it out of something sturdy, you don't have to worry about big bad wolves. Yes. So that was a fun story. The end. If you like this story, you might like some other versions of it we have here at the library. This one is called The Three Little Pigs by Paul Galdone. This is a great classic version of the story. This one is The Three Little Pigs by David Weisner. Has great illustrations. You can see the three little pigs there. I wonder what they're planning. And this one is The Three Little Cajun Pigs, if you like your pigs with some flavor. And this one is
The True Story of the Three Little Pigs by A. Wolf.
Well, did you really write this?
Yeah, I told this guy named John Sheshka about it. Yeah. I told him the whole true story. Those little pigs, they're wily. And I never did get to eat. Oh, I'm so hungry.
Yes, he is. Well, the true story of the Three Little Pigs, excuse me, by A. Wolf, actually by John Sheshka. So those are all available for you to borrow curbside or come and visit us between the hours of 2 and 6, Monday through Friday. So thank you for joining us. Remember, if you were participating as a summer reader, you can log 15 minutes of reading today. And if you are participating in the 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten Reading Challenge, you can also log a book today, The Three Little Pigs. And join us next Saturday for our next Storytime Saturday.